I'm joined by Senad Jordanovic, CEO and founder of Bicom Systems. I'm very pleased to welcome you to the Bicom Chat Studio and to the Partner Summit.
Thank you very much for inviting me. I look forward to your questions.
Definitely. How was your trip?
Bit challenging, but quite rewarding actually, because we drove from England to here.
Wow, that is quite a feat.
Yeah. So it was a 2-day trip, but certainly like that, because driving across Europe, seeing different places, and we also were with our little dog. So he had his trip the first time for that long. So it was really nice.
That is a great experience. And getting here to sunny Medjugorje makes the trip worthwhile, definitely, I think.
Comparing to England, absolutely, yes. So you can't compare the two, right? So,
yes, weather-wise, definitely not.
Definitely.
So, as Bicom Systems celebrates its 20th anniversary, what would you say has been the key to the company's long-term success?
Well, as with many things, there is not always one single answer. So with this one is, over the period of time, we have certainly made different products, different editions of the products to be a really good marketing fit. In other words, these editions have served particular end user demands. And of course, our service providers who are using this has really accommodated for that. So that would be for multi-tenant, that would be for our contact center, those two. And in some cases, our business edition that would serve all those needs that end users needed. So when we formulated the products, we did a good job, I would say. So that's one. To add to that, obviously, as you go into various competitive situations, a certain number of the features need to be there. And our platform certainly has thousands of features. And these features have always helped our service providers to come to a position with end users to serve them that. So many times we had a feedback saying that set of features that we have, it always covers the end user needs. So that was certainly something that we always took care of. And of course, there's a certain monetary value to that really helped. So that's the second part, I would say, that certainly helped. And thirdly, over a period of time, we realized that the set of unified communication features and UCaaS itself, it needs to have a certain other elements to it that are important. And those are your scalability, your security, and flexibility. Because you as a service provider, for example, you want to make sure that all of these apply to your offerings. So this is where our SERVErware product really came in very nicely. It still is doing a great job for service providers, and we will continue with SERVErware as a base of the product that fits all other instances, PBX in particular, in this stage, to allow this for the future.
Yes. All of our products are unified communications. They fit and work together perfectly.
Yes, they do. Yeah. Thank you.
How would you say that Bicom Systems has evolved since it first started? What are the most significant changes you've seen in the company?
As any company, you always come to certain challenges, whether they are project-wise, whether they are financial, you name it, and so on. I would say that something like empowerment of people is definitely something that we have improved big time. And we will continue with that. That's certainly something that took us to the next level. We are much better organized now. We said agile, and we are agile. And as such, that certainly has moved us into different directions as well. So those two items allowed us to really to make all our products, as I mentioned earlier, to fit the market needs. So that was processed over the period of time. Yeah. So those two items certainly work very well. And lastly, and probably most importantly, we have actually achieved our vision mission that we set 20 years ago. Yeah. To liberate traditional PBXs for the end users. We didn't do this by ourselves only, to be clear. other companies in this space have done this as well, but we certainly said that as a vision and mission. And through all of this, through all the change, the new vision and mission that you're all gonna hear soon, it's something that also we have changed to, and we're very proud of, and I'm looking forward to show that to everybody, to the staff in particular on Friday.
I love the little sneak peek that we're going to get before the presentation.
Sure.
Love it. In your opinion, what makes Bicom system special in and stand out in such a competitive industry?
Okay. Because we are a company that deals and commercially directly with our service providers, we need to take in consideration that when a certain of our service providers around the world has a certain opportunity, we accommodate to that need. And we have always been doing this for the past 20 years or so. So it's important for us to close this relationship with them the best way possible to make sure that we provide various feature sets. So that superb approach really, that is the feature that we can apply with the service providers to the end users is certainly one element. And of course, through all of this is our partners, because we don't sell directly and we really are relying on our partners to be the driving force to tell us what should be next. So their feedback is really important to us, and of course we try to accommodate as much as we can. And lastly, I know I mentioned this already once, but it's really important because we decided this for a while now, the SERVErware. And the way we see SERVErware is the only virtualization platform for unified communications. So in particular UCaaS. So SERVErware really gives us that difference. So,
that competitive advantage, definitely.
Yes.
What are the key trends that you believe will shape the future of unified communications?
Wow, that's an excellent question. Well, why that is an excellent question is because when we started 20 years ago, the industry moved from your traditional PSTN world into VoIP, and we were a part of that and so on. And we had so many different challenges, obviously, and in certain situations we had many advantages because certain, let's say, sectors did not know how to go into VoIP. So we kind of showed the way in certain situations. So we are in a similar kind of period of time now that unified communication has been around for so many years, and that word itself is, how to describe it, has not lived to its best potential, put it that way. It could be more unified. Yeah. So there is a space in that area. So the way we see this is that as we go along, that unified communication really is going to converge into the collaboration tools, with certain number of features and tools. So you're going to have a unified communications, various collaborations that lead to more of the connection, which I will explain in my presentation on Friday. This is where I see as one element that is really important for the future. Because you see, especially these days as well, we as a working people across the globe, we work in offices, we work remotely, we got the hybrid. So, we need to make the best possible setups so that we can be more productive, more focused on certain projects, less stress, all of that. It needs a different way how to do this. And so, this first part, I think that is very important for us as a company to go into. And that others will do that as well. The second is the Global Unified Communication Federation. Meaning that, you see, right now there is a number of people just outside here that use WhatsApp, maybe Viber, I don't know, whatever. And if you wish to communicate with those people, you want to send them a message. If you're on Viber or somebody on WhatsApp, good luck to you. So, in other words, there has to be some way in the future to federate that. And in my mind and my understanding, my reading a few weeks ago is that WhatsApp, for example, is going to open up the either voice or chat APIs, so this sort of thing can happen. So if that happens, then obviously this are going to come into place, and then many people are going to be able to use their preferred platform, but they're able to contact, voice, chat, and so on between each other. So that's another step I see very much for future, because at the end of the day, it's all about contacting people, communicating with them, and to do that as easy as possible.
Yeah. Welcome to the changes and adapt to them as well.
Yeah. And last one. So now, probably this one is the biggest one. It's your AI. AI is everywhere. So what's going to come out of this AI? How many more integration, how many features, how many tools? I mean, these days we are starting with a simple transcription of the call recording, for example, certain summary. Where this is going to lead us, for example, for the future, it's anybody's guess, really. But as we know, so many different players in the industry, Google, OpenAI, and so on, they are investing heavily into AI. And their services that they're going to provide to various industries, we could attach to that, so to speak, and use those through APIs to provide additional value-added services, whatever it might be. And this will really expand. And this is what I meant early on as well. When we started 20 years ago, when it went from PSTN to VoIP, that was technology change. Now it's not only technology change, it's a kind of complete way of working change. So AI is really going to make a huge difference. And we are certainly going to go into this area as soon as possible.
That is really great to hear. That we're following the AI revolution as it progresses. Keeping up with it, essentially.
Be part of it as well, yes, as much as possible. And whatever we can contribute, we will do.
Definitely. What is a message that you would like to share with the existing and potential Bicom Systems partners?
Sure. The message is actually a single sentence. Stay tuned for tomorrow. Vision and mission. Because that is integral part. They are integral part of our vision and mission, our partners, either existing or the new one. And this is going to be, taking unified communication to new, exciting ways, which is going to benefit all, which I explained kind of early on a bit. It really should blossom, expand unified communication for that just not to be unified communication with all those various ways as I was just presenting. And at the end really is about, communication and communication channels have been there for a while. However, we in working places, we really need to more tools, more integrations, more features for collaborating better. Because that's a crucial part of how we produce something, how we connect to each other, and so on. So as long as we do communication, we do collaboration, ultimately, this will lead us on a better connections, whether that be a technological, whether that be a project-wise, or whether that be human to human, things like that. This is why I see also that very much for the future.
Looking back on the past 20 years of Bicom Systems, what would you say are your wishes and plans for the next 20 years of Bicom?
Well, to start with, from pure, let's say, commercial point, for us to grow steadily, organically, that we provide adequate features to end users and together with service providers. So that's a pure commercial wish. Second part would be all the staff that work for Bicom Systems, for you satisfied where you work and that you have certain opportunities that you can grow into. That is certainly something that we're looking forward, which we have done, but you can always do better. And lastly, as I just mentioned, our new vision and mission, We are really looking forward to implement that. Very excited about that. And once we implement it, to see how we can improve it for future. So those are, let's say, 3 things that we are looking forward to.
I'm really looking forward to your presentation now, and I want to thank you very much for being here with me today.
Thank you for those lovely questions.
Thank you.